Your workspace on Datature is a dedicated space where you'll see all of your projects as well as your collaborators project all in one area. The idea behind the workspace is that you all use shared resources, but can collaborate on various projects like you see below, and can also work on your own stuff without having to add all of the individuals in your workspace. To get a better understanding of how to change settings in your workspace or understand the resource usage in your workspace, you can go ahead and click the Settings button on the right. On the Overview page, you'll see the workspace name, which can be modified, as well as the unique workspace ID. Next, if you want to change your billing plan, upgrade or downgrade, you can go to Plan Details and Billing and select Change Plan. Here you'll see the various tiers that we have: the free tier, developer tier, and professional tier, and any custom tiers that you might have. Next, if you want to add or remove users and teams, you can navigate to Users and Teams on the left side. You can see all the users within your workspace, including their names, emails, workspace roles, when their last login was, whether they've accepted the invite to your workspace, as well as whether you want to remove that user. If you want to add or invite any new users, you can select that top right button, and that will allow you to add users to your workspace or users directly to specific projects. To invite users, all you'll have to do is input their email, select their workspace role, which can be an owner, which is the top level workspace role, admin, which has similar permissions to an owner, but just does not have their email under the ownership role within the workspace, and finally member, which has the most restricted roles and does not have the ability to add or remove users or change any permissions. Next, you'll have to select the projects that that user would be invited to. It can be all of them or specific ones. And within those projects, what project role that would be. So that could be an owner, which again is the top level, but for that specific project. A collaborator, which has access to all the settings and is able to view everything and do annotations, perform model trainings, etc., but is not able to change project level settings. And finally, labelers, which are only able to access annotation related tools such as the annotator or look at data sets. Next, if you'd like to track your resource usage and see whether it's appropriate for your current usages, you can see the following code is below. So what we track are compute minutes used, which is covering the compute that you use for model trainings. Assets uploaded, which is how many assets you have within all of your projects within the workspace. Artifacts stored, which is any artifacts that you keep that are generated from model trainings conducted across all projects. Artifact export, which is any downloadable model files that have been generated from those artifacts stored above. Collaborators added, which is all the collaborators within your workspace that you would see in users and teams. The external bucket connected, which is how many buckets you've individually connected across all of your projects to external storage from AWS, GCP, or Azure. IntelliBrush tokens used, which would be for our intelligent tool suite, which includes IntelliBrush, video tracking, etc. And finally, the model deployment and runtime quota, which is the amount of uptime that each model deployment has used throughout that month. Finally, you'll see the key manager as well, which controls the secret key for your workspace, as well as provides that unique workspace key, which is identifiable to you. And these will be used for the Python SDK.